Warning, before installing an outlet, please turn off the power. Please use proper safety gear. Please consult with local building inspector. Get necessary permits, so on. I am not legally responsible for you burning down your house, shocking yourself, or killing yourself. Enjoy. How to install a plug-in. You're going to need 3 tools. Wire strippers, screwdriver, Phillips head, and a razor blade. You will need also wire caps, depending on how you do it. These have a hole in them, and these are for the ground wire. And this makes it a lot easier. There's another way you could do it. You can put 2 wires on one ground lug, and you need a plug. So as you can see here, we have the white or silver colored screws go to your white wire. The darker color, which is brass, go to your black wire. And you'll see that repeated in a lot of electrical stuff. The green screw is your ground. Green for ground. It's your ground wire. Ground wire is the bare wire. So to start, let's look at these wires. They're too long. We gotta trim them up. So you only want about 2 to 3 inches sticking out of the box. Now carefully take your razor blade, and the ground wire is in the middle, so you don't want to go to the side and cut the black or white wire, but you carefully go down the ground in the middle, and you're not cutting deep, you're just scoring it really. Okay, now there's paper. Pull the paper and the casing back, and then nick it back here. It pulls right off. And do the same with this one. Alright, now let's look at our wires. I like to go ahead and strip them. This is your white wire. You're going to go back, I like to go back like 1 inch. Some people say 1/2 inch, 1/4. I go back 1 inch because it's a certain way I do it. Pull it off. White wire, pull it off. Black wire, pull it off. Alright, now what we're going to do is to wrap around those screws, we're going to make loops. So you're going to grab almost on the tip, very close. Grip it hard. Roll. You just made a hook. You're going to do that 4 more times. Now let's do your ground wire. Get our special wire nut. Now as you can see, this wire nut has a hole in the top. So you got to choose which one's going to be your longer one, and this one's already longer, so we'll just trim this one back a little bit more. And what you're going to do is you're going to thread it in all the way to the other ground wire. Then you're going to start tightening it up. And it's done when you see this whole wire thing starts to twist. And we're going to bend a loop carefully. Alright, now it's time for the plug. I always do the ground first for some reason. It doesn't matter. Remember, the silver colored screws or lugs go to the white wire. The brass color go to the black wires. Alright, so I see I have my ground there. I take my pliers and I pinch it tight. So now it's a good connection, so even if that screw backed out and got loose, it won't fall out. Now I tighten it down. Perfect. Alright, the white wire now. So, kind of finagle things around, make everything reach. Okay. White wire is on, one of them is. I like to pinch it as well, just like I pinched the ground. Make sure it's making a good tight connection. See? Then I screwed it. What you're doing when you're pinching is you're closing the loop. You're pulling the tip of your loop right there, tip to right about there, and kind of around the lug or screw. Okay. Hold it tight. tighten this up. We're going to repeat that on the back side with the black wires. Now remember, when you're wiring your plug, the ground, that little knobs there connects to the ground, always goes down. Otherwise you put them upside down, which will work upside down. I mean, just people frown upon that. Alright. Black wires now. Could be a little hard, but you get these wires in here to finagle it. Could be rough with it sometimes. So this is kind of acting like a junction to keep my run going. That's why I'm doing 2 wires. Now if it's in a run, I would only have 1 set. So I have my ground, my black, and my white. But since this is a continuous run, not an end of a run, I have more than one. Perfect. Just tighten that up. Tighten that up like that. Alright. So I got my black wires on my brass colored screws. I have my white wires on my silver screws. Silver. You can see that. And I have the bare metal that's copper colored on my ground, which is a green screw. Alright, now we gotta put it in the box. Now just kind of fold it back best you can. There you go. Now there's little screw ports here. They're threaded little holes that the screws the plug comes with. We'll go right into. Okay. Now if you're going to do drywall over this wall, you can pop this plug out, and there's enough slack in there you can turn it sideways and, you know, do what you have to do to cut the drywall. I'm going a different route though, so perfect. Yep. Hope that helps you guys.